Today I'll share with you how to win the war of business. Look, in the end of the day, I don't care what people tell you, business is a war and you gotta have a strategy to win that war. My name is Mohan Paber, I'm the founder and CEO of Acquisitions.com. We're the largest community of M&A entrepreneurs and investors. We're also right now looking to invest in companies with our fund. In the last 3 years, we were involved in 100 plus deals. So when it comes to strategy in the war of business, I'm gonna go through a few categories today. The first one is product. So with product, you gotta think about how can you make the product right? You need to ask yourself, if I had to start all over again, what would I do to have the best product in the market? And every small details counts. Like if you look at some of the best entrepreneurs in the world, there are product people. Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, there's a reason that they were so successful. And if you're not getting excited about your product and service, you can't expect your clients to be excited about your product or service. And you gotta make it 10 times better. You gotta ask yourself, how can I make it so good so everyone around will talk about this product? And the problem with a lot of entrepreneurs is that I see that they start a business or even buy a business and they don't being honest with themselves. They're not telling yourself that the product sucks. They always think, okay, the product might be better, but it's just so difficult for us to confront ourselves and just tell ourselves, hey, we might be the bottleneck for not seeing that our product is just not good. And you want to be okay with failing fast. Test a lot of things, how can I improve my product or service, and be okay with failing. Everyone is failing in business in the end of the day. It's all matters of how fast can you come back up and continue to do the work. So screwing things up is okay. Cleaning things up fast, that's even more important. And if you don't have product market fit, it means that it's just struggle to make every sale. And that's why we love the idea of going out there and buy existing businesses that already have product market fit. Your first priority should be, how can I have the best product out there? Have an amazing product and sales will be easy. Have easy sales process that is predictable, and it means that you can hire more people, build a better, larger team that can have predictable sales and growth. By the way, like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know in the comments below, what do you think is the biggest, most important thing in business? And we're gonna do giveaways of Amazon gift cards. Next thing to focus on in the war in business is people. So there's the old good saying of put the right people on the bus. Who are the people that you want to bring on the bus with you in the business? And you can't just work with average people, and you can figure out really fast who is a good producer and who is not, right? Within 1 or 2 weeks of working with someone, you can figure out, okay, that's the guy is good, is a superstar or not. And you got to make decisions fast and be okay with replacing people. And your employees, like you want them to operate as if they own everything, right? Everyone need to have an ownership mentality. Your team also need to understand that they can escalate up, but they can't delegate up, right? Their role is to eventually, their responsibility is to do the work, but not to give you more work. As the CEO, as the owner, your responsibility is to give away as much responsibility as possible to others so you could focus on bigger things like bringing in capital, doing deals, things like that. And of course, you want to allow them to bring issues to you, but in the end of the day, it's on them to produce. So who are the people in your team? How can you compensate them? How can you align them with your vision? How can you make sure that they're accountable to themselves, to their own goals, and to the company goals? Next thing in the war in business is competitors. Well, one of the first thing you could probably do is try to hire people from your competitors, right? It's obviously weaken them. But even with competitors, the biggest thing people need to understand is that in the end of the day, it comes down to your product. How good is your product? If your product and service is 10 times better than your competitors, then people will want to work with you, right? And you need to ask yourself how much you're willing to go, how far you're willing to go for your customers. Because when customers trust you, they'll give you their business. When they're not trusting you, it's a struggle. So how can you go the extra mile to show support, to really provide for your customers? Because that's the best way in the end of the day. The best businesses out there just deliver the best product and have the best solution for a problem that you have. Think about the businesses that you like most. Why do you like them? Do you like them because they have a cool logo? No, usually it comes down to the fact that they just have a better product, and obviously everything around that, the logo, the brand, the way that the business acts, that's in addition to the main priority, which is thinking about the customer, putting the customer first. Jeff Bezos even said that in his meetings, he used to have an empty chair for the customer to always think, what would the customer think? What would the customer want? Because in the end of the day, you want to be obsessed about your customers. People who will be obsessed about their customers will survive as a business. Those who won't, just won't. And you want to allow employees in the business to deliver and produce and create and bring initiatives to improve the product. A lot of people don't allow employees to go and talk to higher management, but you don't want to do that because you don't know what ideas you have with people in your team and you don't know how talented they are. unless you're allowing them to talk to you as well. Next part in the war strategy in business is the CEO role. So first of all, you need to ask yourself, do you really want to be CEO? Because being a CEO is not easy. Like, are you okay confronting with people? Are you okay pushing people to their limits? Are you okay increasing the velocity and basically really pushing on people to do things faster? Because unless you're inspired and inspiring others, no one will do the work that is needed to grow to the business to the levels that it can, because everyone wants to just do whatever they're comfortable doing unless they're being stressed. So it's your responsibility as a CEO to stress people to do things faster and better. It's on you as the CEO to create a no excuse mentality and to basically not allow, kind of like explanations of why things are not working. What you want is people that will bring in reasons on why can this work, or reasons and ideas on how can we provide and create solutions to problems, and not how to just complain about them. I'm looking for people to own it and also try to fix things, and just to try to collaborate and be leaders and bring people around them to fix problems. CEO role is also to repeat things again and again. The mission, the vision, the values, and why you're doing what you're doing. Why you're in business in the first place. Why are you waking up in the morning? Hey, we want to make more money. It's not enough. It's not enough to get people excited to wake up in the morning. What are you trying to do in the world that will make a difference? And you need high conviction in yourself with your vision. You almost need to be delusional with what's possible, because if you're not, others won't be certain and have confidence around what you're trying to do. And also allowing sometimes other people to have conviction in your team and to basically flow with their conviction. You also need to ask yourself, are you good at starting things, running things, or funding things? Those are different roles in a business, and you need to ask yourself, what are you best at? What do you need to bring into your team where you are not as good as? You also need to bring in priorities, and if everything is a priority, nothing is a priority. You need to ask yourself, if I had to do one thing in the next year, what would that be? If I could only do one thing, what would that be? And if you have too many things, you're just not focused enough, because in the end of the day, if you have less things to do, you'll be more focused. You could go longer. Ask yourself, how fast can you grow? What are the constraints? What's going to be the bottlenecks for growth? Most people don't lean enough to what's possible because we have just natural hesitations for growth, because it's outside our comfort zone. Because if you're not going to go fast, your competitor will, and then you'll die in the world of business. So to summarize, I really believe the entrepreneur dream is more alive than ever. There are more deals out there, more money out there, more entrepreneurs, more CEOs. You have YouTube, you have Amazon, you have books, you have programs, you have so many things out there to learn and grow to become who you want to be. We also created a 5 hours training on acquisitions that you can go and check in my channel to really support you to start a journey if that's what you want to do. Either way, I hope you enjoyed that. Like, subscribe, comment below if you did. We're going to do giveaways for Amazon gift cards, and yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Have a good one. I'll see you soon.